Hello, welcome to day 11. So as you can see, I am not in workout clothes. You probably can't tell this, but it is not the morning. I did not go out for a run today. First, when I woke up, there was a lot of thunder, and like I said yesterday, there was a chance of thunderstorms today, so I knew that was coming, and I was kind of just waiting for it to start pouring. When it did rain, it was still pretty early. It only rained for a little bit. Like the ground isn't even wet. Like it's dry. Like it didn't rain much at all. But I kind of was like, oh, okay, well, it rained. I can't go. And I was like, oh no, it might rain again. I don't want to get caught in the rain. So I kind of just sat on the couch and was like, okay, that's it. I'm not going. It's not happening today. Yeah, the rain didn't last even 30 minutes. I had plenty of time. I could have gone out. I could have ran, but I didn't. I kind of was just using it as an excuse, and I know I was, but I don't know, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't, and it wasn't laziness. I promise it was, well, no, it was partially laziness. I won't lie. But, no, in all seriousness, there was definitely some fear, some anxiety. I definitely have been sitting here all day long, like, I could have done it. I could have ran. I stopped myself. But, I mean, that's kind of how every day is for me. The last 2 days were very rare. I don't usually decide, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna step outside of my home by myself and expose myself, you know. I don't usually do that. So for me to have done that the last 2 days in a row were a very big deal. I kind of knew today would be like this. And maybe that's part of my problem. Maybe I'm self-sabotaging myself. Maybe I kind of am like, okay, you did 2 days. 3 days is kind of crazy, you know. Let's just pull out while we're ahead, you know. So I don't know. But that's what's happened today. I ended up not doing anything. I mean, the day's not over yet, but you know, I kind of just did stuff around the house, mostly just watching TV and taking care of the dogs. So that's why it's late now and I haven't vlogged about anything, because I have nothing to vlog about other than the fact that I let my fear win today. I mean, I can't say I'm totally disappointed in myself, because again, I did go out and push myself the last 2 days. So even though I didn't go out today, this week is still a positive. Now tomorrow again, I'll be here by myself, and hopefully I'll get out because I don't want to spend 2 days in a row inside without seeing sunshine. Like, I don't want to do that. So we'll see. But I have to say that another reason why it's so hard for me to go out here is just the simple fact that I grew up here. My being familiar with my surroundings and knowing people that live in the neighborhood, just in this city in general. I mean, anytime that I go out here, I'm constantly looking over my shoulder, like, I don't know, like I stole something, you know, like I constantly am scared to run into people I know, because it happens almost every time that I come, because I lived here for so long. It's a city, but it's not a big city. It's small enough to where if I spend long enough here, I will more than likely run into a few people. Not just one person, but a few people. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been here at my parents' house and the news have been on, and I've actually known people that have been on the news. So it's just like that's how small the city is. Like, that's how many people I know here. And if I see them, I'm gonna talk to them. Like, if they come up to me and are like, "Hey, Nubia, how are you doing?" Like, of course I'm gonna be like, "Oh, hi," you know, and happy to see them. And it'll be genuine. I'm just inside, I'm just terrified of that scenario. I'm terrified of who I'm gonna run into, what they're gonna think of me. Like I feel like I have to go out looking nice, because I can't let them see me looking like I just rolled out of bed. Like, what are they gonna think? What are they gonna say? Like, "Oh, I saw Nubia and she looked terrible." Like, that's the kind of thing that constantly goes through my mind. So again, it's just something that's heightened here. Like, where I live now, I went to college there, and yeah, I made lots of friends, but college is different. Like, college, people come into town to go to college, and then after the 4 years are over, they go back to wherever they came from or move on to bigger and better things, whatever. Not all of them stay in that city, in that town, right? In that college town. So I'm not afraid of running into people that I know back home. But here, I spent like 20 years here. Like, there's a big chance that I'm gonna run into someone, and I know that every time that I come. So every time that I come home, there's so much anxiety that's building up. But anyways, that's just my fears. That's just something that I try to hide when I go out. And I think I've done a pretty good job of doing that, because so far, anytime that I have mentioned to people that I've known for a long time that I do have social anxiety, they are always very confused. So, I mean, I don't know, that's just my life. That's just what I deal with and what I do. So, okay, so I just really wanted to show you guys, look how pretty these roses are. They're so bright. They're so pretty. That one not so much, but yeah, they're so pretty. Also, I'm kind of a sucker for catching fireflies. And this won't focus. No! Well, it's getting late now, and I'm gonna start getting ready for bed, so I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.